Hello, y'all. Hello. How are you doing? I am Divine Celiane, your gifted seer, healer, and reader. And I had a short message for you today that was so important. And I was going to share this with you a couple of days ago, but I know why I didn't. It was safe for today. So, let me explain why this is so special right now. So today, I wanted to talk to you about how sometimes lessons work and catalysts work in your life. And I've talked about this many times. But this was a real life experience that I wanted to share to help many of those that are going through this. Okay? So, let me tell you about today. I am not a wealthy person. I'm an abundant person. I have a wealth of abundance, especially spiritually. But sometimes it has a hard time coming through because I have a lot of people that hate on me. But I know I control that energy flow. So I am not a victim to them. Well, today, and this has been happening a lot, especially with AI coming around, which I don't know how they're going to fix. But anyway, I had someone steal. And what I noticed, I told you I pay attention to signs. And I will notice little things happening back to back to back to annoy you and make you upset. Now, according to the Gnostics, archons do this. But see, when you get messed with so much, you get used to it. And so you learn how to deal with it and flow with it, right? Which a lot of people don't expect people to do that. I do. Because there's no sense in worrying and being upset, right? And me being a teacher, I'm like, this is a teachable moment. This is a moment for me to practice what I teach, but this is a teachable moment. So I want to give you this teachable moment. And it's so poignant. So someone decided, like many other people, to take money out of my account. Now I need that money, like we all do, to pay bills and what else have you. So the timing was uncanny. And I was thinking, and at first I got mad. Of course, that is our first instance to get upset because this is not the only thing that was happening, right? I told you there's a blacklist I'm on because any hater can put you on it where people don't hire you. Now, I want to explain something to you about this. And I know readers have been hinting to this in a hidden secret. But there are people, especially when you're divine and chosen, right? They try to make you karmic on purpose. They try to make you less than what you are so you can join their ranks and they can use you, and then they use you to collect other divines. But those of us that put our foot down and we're like, no, we don't care. They will try to make it to where they make us destitute to go to them. I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do though, is every time they attack, I'm going to use it as a love lesson for you. And I'm going to give you a teachable moment so you will learn how to get over it and get through it. So, I drew my divine awareness cards. And, oh my goodness, so on point. They were so on point. So, it was signs, and that's what I've been paying attention and looking at, the signs. And it says, instincts are the message from the inner divine. This has to do with you. This has to do with you, and I'm going to discuss why the hope is there. Self-love, this has been coming up, y'all, and I got something beautiful to share with you about that. Acceptance, and then clearing. In my beautiful Ganesha. Oh, I love my Ganesha. I do. I love my Ganesha. I love my Buddha. I love my Ascended Masters. I do. Because they walked through their lessons. They walked through so much to bring us wisdom. So much. Thank you, confirmation. So, forgive the noise outside, y'all. So, signs. So, what signs are happening in your life right now that may be frustrating you, They could be good, painful, bad. They're different ones. But what are the signs that keep coming up? What are you paying attention to? What are you seeing that you keep seeing? You may see signs of friends not acting right and you're having to let them go and you're having to clear out. You may see signs like me. You may see signs of loss constantly and you're like, why? Why am I constantly losing? What is going on? You may see signs of hints of love from someone, but it's not exactly what you're asking for. And your intuition is saying, hold on a second. You're being called to pay attention to the signs. If you are in pain, there was something I was taught that was so beautiful by the World School. And San Rafael, I think it was, at the time. And pain meant pay attention inside now. Whether it's physical pain, and please see a doctor if you have that. But whether it's physical pain or emotional pain, pay attention inside now. So when these things are hitting you, and they just keep coming, and the number one thing is, why is this happening to me? I can't take. Yes, you can. If you couldn't take it, it wouldn't be happening to you. And it's a lesson for you. What's the lesson? What is the signs of the lesson? And I know y'all get tired of me saying that, but that's all it is. So what I did, I sat back, and mine has been happening over a number of days. And when I know I need to transmute something, I start to sit back. And one of the things, the lack mindset, and they try to keep us in lack mindset because we keep losing. And so they try to keep us mind in losing and pain. No. Now, I do understand it's very difficult to see otherwise. When your emotions are there, sit in those emotions. Feel them. That's real. That's authentic. But understand and hear, I'm going to have to let this go. And I'm going to have to move on to a new mindset. Okay? So I was sitting up and I was thinking. And last night, I was researching myself in here, in my heart space. And I found something profound. I found that when I thought I was doing something one particular way, right, out of the goodness of my heart, I saw an ego attached to it that shouldn't have been there. And then I looked at how did that affect everything else I've been doing, how I've been moving. Why am I blocked? Now, I know part of it is magic. It is. But like I said, you are powerful enough to move and do. You could always figure out another way. If your enemy is here, you just go on in that way. If the enemy is here, you just go on. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have time to give them any attention. We don't. They're not that important for me to pay attention to. And I know how to transmute. You know how to transmute this darker energy, this pain they bring to you, to love. Like I said, I took mine, and I'm going to teach you how to get through it. And every time they try to hit me, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to teach you how to do it. And if YouTube doesn't let my shit be seen because they control YouTube, guess what? It'll go somewhere else. I don't give a damn. Always transmuted in love. Always transmuted in love. You did. So, what it did, it took me back to every time it feels like I fall and I fail. And let me tell you, I fail a lot. A lot. I do. That is why people that don't know me, that don't understand me, will feel like I have no value. I have no worth. You have no money. Why would I listen to you? You don't know. I turn it into self-love. I always remember that I'm the number one person that I see that has to love me, my body, my spirit, everything about me, even the ugly about me. Because in loving me, that ugly is going to surface for me to change it and transmute it to something else, to transmute it to something positive. So every time I sit in a space of being shit on, I transmuted to positive. But I wanted to say something and show you something that was very fucking profound. Hold on, y'all. That was very profound. And I'm going to read it to you because it was so just poignant. It was just so, it was just so much important. Hold on. Okay. So hold on. Sorry, y'all. So this was a letter. And this was, and I'm going to give you a premise for this. It was hard times when I wrote this letter. It was. I'm telling you, I am someone who has been attacked so much in a way that even my own family thought that I would fall, like, just give up. No. No. I have a divine purpose. And this is why, y'all, they try to make you give up. Because you have a divine purpose. They try to make you. No. So, this was written September 30th, 2020. At this time, I was homeless, me and my family. And it wasn't the best living situation. And we were homeless, I think, for about 6 years, if I'm not mistaken. And I was sitting up, my ego. Oh, I'm going to be a rags to riches stuff. Don't ask, y'all. So, this was a letter I wrote to myself. I want you to listen. It says, Dear Divine, dear self, hello, I am you. How many times have we been here before? We question the validity of who we are when we love others that don't love us the way we choose. We then feel we have no value. That is something wrong with how we're made, and there's not. You have forgotten the value of loving who you are. You say everyone hurts you, but I think that's a lie. I think you're afraid to fall in love with yourself. I think that you thought you had to be in love with people outside of yourself. And I think you run away from you because you are afraid of yourself. You are afraid of how beautiful you truly are. You are afraid of how being that way to express to everyone else. Why? You desire the love that consumes, but you don't consume yourself. You are worthy enough. You deserve it. So why do you run from yourself? Why are you trying to escape that which you can't? You can't escape yourself, hon. Thank you. You can't escape yourself, hon. This journey began with you. It will end with you. It only can. I wanted to tell you something about you. You are capable of so many things. You have so many gifts, but you give none to yourself. Stop hiding from you. Love. Open yourself to you. What we used to do to fool ourselves won't work this time. We are not the same. This time, you have to trust love. You have to count on love to heal you and move forward. You have to use all parts of you, all selves this time. I know you hate how beautiful you really are. But if you hate, if you hate you, no wonder others really do too. You haven't taught them how to love you. The first step in loving the beautiful you is, where is your love song to you? You pine over the relationships. You get sad because you see the perception of what looks perfect. No, you don't know what you see. Where is falling in love with you? It's time you do, with all of you. You know how beautiful you are. Be happy you are so blessed, and you will have what your heart seeks. Seek it in yourself. Fall in love with you again. Your strength, your weaknesses, your look, your voice, your mind, your spirit, yourself. Fall in love with you. There is no when I. There is only now. Stop hating you in love. Let go in love. You deserve happiness. You don't need a night. You need you. You need us. I love you for all you are. You need to too. Love always yourself. Divine. I found this the other day. If you see it, it's kind of ratty. And I said, when I found it, I was like, wow. Wow. And I read it. And I'm glad I did. I am on my self-love journey. We all are. And even though I love myself, it's moments like these that make you question that love of yourself. It's moments of struggle that make you, at times, and the programming, doubt what you can do. Then we look outside of who to blame. No blame. We're not going to do the blaming game, because we become a victim to that energy and that frequency, wavelength, and amplitude. No. We accept where we're at right now. We accept who we are right now. There is no, I will love myself when I lose weight. I will love myself when I have wealth. I will love myself when I get that job. I will look better. I will love myself when I get that wig, when I get those clothes, when I get these friends, when I accelerate here, when I'm seen better here. No. Right now. And the one thing I got from this whole lesson, because it's been, my service is precious to me. My service is precious. Our service is precious. It is so needed. We get attacked for it. But also, it didn't make me love me any less what people do to me. And let me tell you something. It took years to get to that point. It didn't make me love me any less to get there, to get here. It didn't make me love me any less at all. In fact, it made me love me more. Because when the adult is sad, the little kid inside is cheering me on. Keep going. We got this. We've been here before. We know this. And I sat up. Ooh, and that monkey mind wanted to talk. Well, what we going to do about? And my little child said no. Because with that little child, divine walks with your little child. God walks with your little child. My Father walks with that little child all the time. And it said, remember, your team got you. No matter what people do to you, no matter what spirits do to you, your team has you. Stop worrying. Your team has you, and you love. Tell them spirit has them. That's why they love themselves in the first place, so they can even see the spark of spirit in them. You tell them that spirit has them, that their team has them. You got to be willing to accept that. You got to be willing to know. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, I get beat down. Yeah, they beat me down a lot. But Spirit has me. Something of love has me. Period. Has you. Period. So, and it's funny, as I'm doing these cards, and I can't show you, they staggered up like steps. See the signs? Go in that inner child. Let that inner child speak to you. Speak to the adult. Let it play. Let it make you laugh. Let it bring you joy, because that will manifest the abundance. That will bring it in from where it's at that they're trying to hold from you. Live, not just survive. That's need mindset. That's lack mindset. When you accept the signs that you're seeing and what's happening, that's the thing. You gotta accept what's happening. No matter how much it hurts, because it's happening. Not worry. See it for what it is. Accept that. That person left you for somebody else. Accept it for what it is. They left me for someone else. But there's nothing wrong with me. And even if there are things you did, you can always heal and love yourself. There's always a chance. You dig? They take from you, baby, they take from all of us. Especially the divines, they take from us. Because they want to see us fall. So you take. And I still can give. You don't stop me from giving. You don't stop me from thriving. I have abundance. We have abundance. They ain't got, because they don't understand. They can't take that. They can take material things. Yeah. But they can't take your knowing. They can't take your love. They can't take the most precious parts of you unless you let them take them. And you don't let them take them. No. And then you clear. You hand them over. You clear them out. So someone has done you wrong, you offer them up. You give them over. Why would you sit in your mind replaying it over and over again? Getting angry and hateful and shit like that. You hand them over. I'm giving them to you. Father, I'm giving them to you. Do what thou wilt. Because I'm going to do mine. And my energy is too precious to sit up and focus on them. And I decided, I said, okay, when I see these signs, I'm going to transmute. I'm going to teach every time. Every time they shit on me, I'm going to teach the universal community what to do to get over. Every time. My loves, a lot of us have been shit on since we were little. And I know why. I was. Many of us don't know why. I know why. I had to get to this stage to be that master teacher that my father needed me to be. I said yesterday, he walked through. I had to walk through. I got scars upon scars on my body from things scratching the shit out of me. From clearings and cleansings and shit like that. So I keep going. I get shit taken from me energetically. I know y'all do. You will lose something that shouldn't even happen. You will apply for a job and they never call you back. You will give your best and they'll be like, no. Hand them over. Accept what the sign is showing you and you hand them the fuck over. You be bigger. You're bigger. You don't need money to be bigger because you can go where they can't. And that's what pisses them off. You can call on things that ain't going to listen to them because they shut them out. Keep going. Accept what you're seeing. Flow. And in order to flow, you got to clear that dam. Clear it out. And you do it in love. I told you, I got angry at first. But here's the thing. Notice what happens when you get angry and then you calm. Notice what happens when you get angry and then you calm. When you calm and you right? You can think. When you run on adrenaline, you can't think. You act. But when you calm, you think. You pull that love into your center. And then you say to yourself, what do I need to do right now, in this moment, to calm myself, to focus, to discipline, to get over this hurdle? Only in that state will you find it. Only in that state will you find it. And my loves, you're going to find your enemies are going to make you beloved because they keep doing what they do. I don't have to worry about being seen. They're going to make me beloved because I'm going to take what the fuck they do and teach you every time. You are beloved. You are held. You are loved. And I know when that time comes for that bill, and honey, I love what Cat Williams said. I forgot what show that was on. What stand up. But he said sometimes you get so stressed out, like PG&E, right? And you hit that medicinal medicine, and you open that can of fuck it. Ain't like shit, I got 12 candles. Cool, we can make it do with that. There is always a way. Your lights go out. Get you a goddamn hibachi, some coals and some flame. Cook your food that way. Get your candles. I mean, there's alternatives to everything. Everything. And there will always be help when you seek it, but you see your part in it. Get out of lack mindset because things are being done to you. Clear that lack mindset out. It will keep you from your inner abundance and keep you in lack. Your team got you. Now is when you have hope and faith above what is done to you. Your team has you. They have you. My loves. They do. They don't leave you. They just watch to see what you're going to do and what you've learned from it and through it. So I hope that helped. I hope you enjoyed my story to you. And nothing happens by mistake. So when I found that letter, it was on time. And let me tell you, I learned how to do that when I had gotten when I was going in for my confirmation. Confirmation leader used to have us write a letter to ourselves to see how far we progressed. And I have my clients do that. To write a heartfelt letter to themselves, to uplift themselves. Sometimes I have them write it where they can go back and look at it. Other times I have them write it where they may not open it up years later. And I have my students do that, especially the ones that are graduating, whether 8th grade or high school. I have them do that. And then they get it later. Or especially if they're 9th grade and they get it back in 12th. So important. Such an important, exercise. And maybe it's time you write a letter to yourself. And just let it flow. Don't think. Just let it flow. Talk honestly to you. Step outside yourself and speak honestly about yourself to yourself and how you really feel. The thing is, in order to move forward, you got to be authentic with how you feel. But that doesn't mean you sit in it long term. You acknowledge. Because if you sit up and just do this, that's being fake. No. And fake brings no real quantum change. No. You got to be real 100% with you. You got to be frank with you. You tell anybody the truth. You tell yourself the truth. You understand? So, my loves, see the signs. Love thyself. Accept where you're at right now. That brings flow. Know you can move from it and clear it out. Let the flow continue. Let the flow of love continue. All right, my loves, I love you. I really hope this helps someone. Please share, like, and subscribe. But please share this with someone that you know is going through it and that needs to hear it. I love y'all. You take care now. Namaste.